see behind the scenes and more, follow my family's daily vlog channel, The Mac Pack. The link is at the top of the description. Welcome back to the Grambling State Dynasty squad. Our undefeated Tigers are in Atlanta to battle with the Kentucky Wildcats for the SEC championship. First quarter action, Charlie Brooks takes the handoff up the middle, finds a hole, makes a cut, and gains 8. Next play, Austin drops back and throws a gorgeous ball out to Terrell for a gain of 14 yards. 2 plays later, Austin and Terrell link up again, this time for a gain of 11. Then on second down, Joe Thomas takes the handoff up the middle, and he has some space. He catches a block from Bradford, and he is gone. Touchdown, Grambling! What a run by the sophomore. But Kentucky looks to answer. Clark with the play action, steps up in the pocket and hits Ali on the sideline, and he has some blockers downfield. The speedy wideout gets pulled down after picking up 45. 2 plays later, Kovac takes the handoff, trips, and Jason West comes and cleans it up for a 3-yard loss. Then on third and long, Clark drops back, moves around in the pocket, tries to sneak out, but Torian Ray drags him down. Wildcats settle for a field goal. GSU takes back over, and Austin is picking apart the Cats, hitting Terrell for the first. Then Austin goes back to the air, connected with Demetrius Gunn on the curl for 14. A few plays later, Austin drops back and throws an absolute dime to Sean Edwards over 2 defenders, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling! Tigers lead 14-3. Next UK possession, Kovac takes the counter left, finds a nice lane, and gets pulled down after gaining 11. Few plays later, Kovac takes the sweep, cuts inside, then back outside. He finds a lane. The speedy back picks up 17. Then on third and long, Clark tries to set up the screen for Smith, but the captain, Josh Carey, shuts it down. UK would punt. 2 minutes left in the first, and Brooks is running hard. He finds a lane on the right, cuts inside, and gains 7. Then CB23 gets it again, makes a nasty cut in the hole, gets upfield, and gets another huge gain. A few plays later, Austin hits Edwards on the drag. He spins and picks up 10. Then PA2 keeps the option right, cuts back inside. Great block it downfield, and he muscles ahead for 13. 2 plays later, Austin goes back to the air, hitting C Tizzle on the drag, and he turns upfield for 11. Then on second down, Brooks takes the handoff, hits the hole, and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling! Tigers up 21-3. Start of second, Clark drops back and lobs it up for Kovac on the sideline, and he muscles ahead for 14. 2 plays later, Clark tries to run the option left, but Torian Ray does it again, getting the TFL. Kentucky forced a punt, and Grambling State still rolling. Austin drops back, and he's looking to go deep. And look at this catch by Demetrius Gunn. What a play by the senior wideout for 39. A few plays later, JT takes the rock up the middle and finds some space for 13. 2 plays later, Austin goes back to the air, hitting Rob Bradford on the drag. The big tight end turns upfield, and it's 1st and goal Tigers. Then later on the drive, CB23 takes up the middle and gets his second TD on the day. Touchdown, Grambling! The blowout is on 28-3. But Kentucky would look to get things going. Clark drops back and hits Ali on the outside for a pickup of 13. Then the senior quarterback goes back to the air and hits Thomas Jr. streaking down the field for a gain of 28. Clark would continue his hot hand. He stands tall in the pocket and throws a dart across the middle to Richardson for a gain of 19. 2 plays later, Kovac takes the handoff, gets some great blocking, turns on his Jets. Touchdown, Kentucky. 4 minutes left for Grambling. Austin drops back and hits Chad Terrell on the slant, and he bulldozes his way to 16. Then PA2 drops back, rolls out to his left, turns upfield and has some space. The senior QB tucks it and steps out after gaining 22. Later in the drive, CB23 powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling! 35-10 in the first half. After Kentucky 3 and out, Austin drops back and gets it off to Gunn. He spins, makes a cut, and gets tackled. That could have been a house call. Then Austin goes back to the air, hitting Chad on the outside for a gain of 13. Next play, Austin drops back, rolls right, and decides to take off. He drops his shoulders and picks up 11. Few plays later, CB23 gets into the end zone for the 4th time today. Touchdown, Grambling! And that will send us to the half. Grambling's rolling big, 42-10. Charlie Brooks is playing out of his mind. 4 touchdowns in the first half. That's a new school record, and the defense is playing lights out. Let's see if they can keep up the momentum here in the second. Started third, Kentucky comes out running. Clark tucks it and sheds a tackle and muscles ahead for the first. Then Clark drops back, stands tall in the pocket, and throws a dart to Epps on the cutback for 15. 2 plays later, Clark is starting to carve up the Tigers secondary, hitting Epps across the middle for a nice gain. Later in the drive, Clark goes back to the air, and he hits West on the out route, and he gets down to the goal line. Then on the next play, Kovac gets his second touchdown on the day, but GSU is still leading 42-17. Tigers take over. Brooks takes the handoff, cuts outside, has some room, but gets pulled down after a gain of 10. Then on 3rd and long, Austin drops back and throws a bullet to Gunn on the slant, and it's a first down. Later in the drive, Austin drops back and hits Terrell on the slant. He cuts and gets down to the goal line. The next play, Charlie Brooks gets his 5th touchdown on the day. A new record. What a game for the senior. After a Kentucky field goal, Austin drops back and connects with Edwards. He puts the safety in the spin cycle and fights ahead for 30. 2 plays later, Charlie Brooks goes beast mode, running over a Wildcat and plowing his way to a nice gain. Later in the drive, Austin drops back and hits Rod Bradford in the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling! And that would do it. Grambling State is your back-to-back SEC champions, winning in dominant fashion, 63-20. Phil Austin finished the day with 334 yards and 3 touchdowns. Charlie Brooks had the game of his life, 5 touchdowns. And then on defense, Josh Carey had 17 tackles. With that win, Grambling State has secured their spot in the national championship. Coming up in the Tigers Den podcast, we'll see who we will be playing. Take a look at all the awards and the season stats. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. And don't forget to hit those links in my description. And follow your boy on Twitter, IG, and Facebook at Big C Gat Game. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.